Welcome to Amberger Smackdown at todaysfinancialnews.com. I'm J. Christopher Amberger. Say what you may, you can certainly not accuse Hillary Clinton of inflexibility. Following the Democrat motto of do as I say, not as I do, the Clinton campaign has become a living Kama Sutra of moral contortionists, a migrant carnival of double-jointed confidence artists whose spectacular limberness would normally earn someone a place in Ripley's Believe It or Not. For one, there's Hillary's campaign manager, Maggie Williams. While hammering home the message that evil capitalists engineered the subprime mortgage crisis to bleed America's poor and middle class, she herself raked in a cool $200,000 as a director on the board of a Long Island subprime lender, until the company went belly up last December. Hillary is now proposing that taxpayers bail out not just dishonest subprime lenders, but also less than honest borrowers who told their bank they could swing a $400,000 Mac mansion on a call center temp's earnings. Then there's the whole NAFTA and free trade thing. After suggesting that she gained chief executive experience by Yoda-like guiding President Bubba through all the major decisions of his tenure, NAFTA being one of the few rational things he completed, she now has long been a critic of the shortcomings of NAFTA, especially whenever she's addressing audiences of American manufacturing workers and unions. But her husband's determination to finalizing NAFTA back in the early 1990s is no good reason not to blame the free trade treaty on evil Republicans. Nor was the fact that Hillary's chief campaign strategist, Mark Penn, was meeting with representatives of the Colombian government to help promote the very free trade agreement that Hillary Clinton opposes, until she fell behind in the polls. Then suddenly, money had an odor. But it's not just that free trader in sheep's clothes, Mark Penn, that can successfully separate the major campaign creeds from the very personal need to make a fast buck. Bubba, too, appears to be so divorced from core liberal creeds that he had no problems at all collecting $800,000, giving speeches for a Bogota-based group that supports the Colombia Free Trade Agreement, the same trade deal she currently opposes. Some speeches those must have been for 800 grand. Hillary has a very good explanation for what be the trigger, hammer and spark for years of liberal glee and moralist outrage had similar hypocrisy been committed by a Republican. Well, actually she doesn't. She just laughed it off. Cynicist reprobates on the backbenches might be tempted to look at this as the equivalent of predatory capitalist and engineer of many a financial crisis, bleeding dry in emerging market George Soros, publicly bewailing the cruelty and callousness of the world financial system. Oh, my bad, he does that now for a living. Realists, however, will realize that applying the nonlinear logic underpinning the liberal worldview, the world can be round or flat, depending what audience you're addressing, as long as you speak its language. For todaysfinancialnews.com, I'm J. Christopher Amberger.
Prices could realistically get as high as $73 to $74 a barrel this summer. It all really